Hi viewers, you are most welcome to this video lecture on web technology, and today we are going to cover the static web pages. Okay, in these static web pages, we will be using like HTML, cascading style sheet, and to some extent we may use the JavaScript also. But anyway, when we are using the scripting languages and also database connectivity, it will go for the dynamic part. Here mainly we will be focusing on the static web pages. Okay. So for creating a web page, we first focus on the frames because first we divide the website like this. On the top frame it will be there. You can have the logo in the left hand side, and the right hand side you can have the name of the organizations or name of the colleges, whatever things are there. And we have to create a number of link here like the home page, like the login page, registration page, catalog, cart. This is actually we are going to design for this Amazon.com, and as you know, this Amazon is a product-based company, and it is going for it doesn't have its own things to sell, but anyway, it is just like mediates getting things from others and selling to others. So here, three or four things we have to focus. First of all, we have to go for the home page as it is there. You can see the home page. Then the login. Once you go for these things, you can have a login ID and password. How to design all the things. Then the new user, first time who are going, they have to go for the registration. In this registration, they have to put the username, the password, the confirm password, gender, some email address, and some address also you can put it. You can submit or you can reset. These are things. Then we can go for some catalog. In this catalog, say especially I told you that Amazon is a product based, and we will be focusing on the books only. So suppose I am going for books on XML Bible, that author is Winston and published by Willie. So this is one of the publication, international publication. Similarly, another book by artificial intelligence, the author is J.S. Russell, and publication is Princeton Hall. Instant Hull. So here also these are the different catalogs. Similarly, we can design for something like the cart. The cart is here. When we add all this to the cart list, what are the books or what are the items here, and what is the description, and what is the price, each price, unit price, what is the quantity, and total amount, all these things you can see it here. Okay. Similarly, while you are coming to the about us, you can see about the Amazon, and what is the carrier list, what are the carrier and job opportunity, wish list. Say you can create a wish list, you can compare the rates and what are things, you can check it there. The location, what are the locations internationally, the locations especially in India, there is Bangalore, Karnataka. Similarly, track the order, you can track your order where it is, whatever. Then you can go for the payment. The payment we have not activated here because it is a dynamic page and we need some database connectivity and some other things. As I told you that we are initially going for the static pages. We'll be focusing on the static pages only. Okay. So now what we need to do, these pages already designed for you. You need not worry for these things. So the static page or the beginning page, it being the bookstore, Amazon bookstore. So I open the coding for you. Okay. So in this coding, you can see I start with some frame set. You can ask about what of the HTML. Say by default it will accept because all these frame sets etc. it is already there in the HTML. But if you want to start with HTML, this, that, and all things, it is nice, well and good, but it is not necessary. So first I created the first page that is related to purely the frames. How do you divide the entire static web pages into various layers like the top, like the left, like the right, the bottom, and all things I created. Okay. So now I start with the tag frame set. See, the entire rows. Say if the entire rows is 100 percentage, I divide into three rows. First row it is consisting of 15 percentage, and the middle row it is consisting of 80 percentage, and the bottom consisting of 5 percentage. So 80 plus 15 it is 95 plus 5 it is 100 percentage. You can calculate. Okay. Now the frame set, entire frame set, I divide the rows into 15 percentage, comma 80 percentage, comma 5% is clear. There is no problem up to this. Then I concentrate on the 15 percentage frame set. Okay. Then I go to the frame set. Rows is equal to 15 percentage. There, what I have to do? I I have to provide some page to that one. Okay. I created the frame, and source is equal to top frame.html because at the top I want to provide one page, and the name I have given top frame.html, and the scrolling is equal to no, deactivated it is here. Then this frame set here I closed it here, and you can do also this 15% you can also divide into two columns like some 8% and remaining comma star, and for the first you can provide one page like logo.html. For the second you can give top.html. You can that also you can do it. But here what I have done, I instead of creating a logo page, I already put the image there. That I'll show you what I have done. You can also do it like this in the frame set of rows is equal to 15%. That is the first row that you divide into 8%, balance is 92%. That is I am dividing the columns. Remember I am dividing the columns here, or 10%, 90% you can do it. But as I told you that the top frame I have taken a single frame. I have taken a single block. Okay, that's why I am telling frame set rows is equal to 15%, and frame source is equal to source means where you get the link for these things. I get it from top frame.html. So I create a frame, or I create a page that is top frame.html, and the scrolling is now there. Then I close this frame set. Okay. Then I go for the frame set rows is equal to, because after 15% you can see the rows is 80%. Okay. Now the frame set rows is equal to 80%. Now these 80% I divide into two blocks. First one, the left hand side it will be 15%. Frame set columns, rows stand for ROWS, and columns COLS. Okay, which is equal to that is 15%, and the remaining will be there. Then for the first 15% I put frame source is equal to left frame.html, and name I put it L frame. See what is the value, you can see I am putting under these double quotations, and here it is a space. So name is equal to under double quotation L frame, and stalling is the value you also know here. Okay. Then coming to the second, this is the left frame I have given, and I have to go for the right frame. So while I am going for the right frame, your frame source is equal to right frame.html, name is equal to R frame, and stalling is yes. Why I am putting it? Because the content sometimes can be more. Okay. So in that case more it cannot be accommodated into, so I provide the scrolling. So if more content is there by scrolling, I can go up, down, left, right, whatever things is possible. Okay. Then this frame set I started for the 15%, 15% and balance 85%, that I close this frame set here. Okay. And the frame set what I started for the 80%, that also I close this frame set here. So you can calculate now 15% for 80%, 98%. So balance frame set rows is equal to 5%, right? Now the frame source is equal to bottom frame.html, then name is equal to b frame, and the scrolling is equal to s. Why I am putting the scrolling is equal to s? I thought that some content I can write it, but you can write it no by default, because usually the bottom frame we don't go for scrolling, so you can change it to no. Okay, so I change it no. So control S, I put it there. Then for this frame set I close this frame set here, closing frame set, and the frame set what I started here, that is valid for the entire frame, that I close. See, there is a thumb rule for calculating what is the open tag frame set. The same number of closing tag frame set should be there, otherwise the program some error it will show. Clear? Now now we go to the page here, and you can check it here. This is the things I told you, that this entire thing it is coming under the top page. Okay, and the entire left hand side it is coming under the left frame, and the entire right hand side it is coming the right frame, and the bottom part it is coming as the bottom frame. Okay, so you imagine I divided the entire frame into 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also divide into 4. Why? Because this part you can put the logo here, entire thing some 8%, 10%, you can put the entire logo here, like the, suppose you want to put your college logo, BBC Engineering College logo, or suppose you want to put the JNT University logo, suppose you want to put IIT Kharagpur logo, so that logo you can put it here. And this is description about your organizations. I have given Amazon.com, you can write BBC Engineering College, Odalarebu, Autonomous, this, that, whatever things you want to write it there. Okay. Now, now this is the general layout what I have given you, that I am explaining again. This part is 15% I have given, and the middle part is 80%, that you can clearly understand, and the bottom part is 5%. You can make it little more also 8%, because the copyright, the bottom part what I have written, the copyright at Amazon.com and 2020. This is I created it. Don't worry, it is not the actual copyright of that Amazon.com. It is existing for the last so many years. So now what you need to do, because it is appearing at the bottom, so you need to make it little more, that is instead of 5% you can make it 8%. If you are making 80%, 8%, 08, then this middle part what I am giving you, some 77% or more, that you have to little reduce that one. Okay, that is the thing you have to do. So up to this I have given you the clear cut idea how to divide the entire frame into different frame sets. The first one I have taken the top frame set, and the middle 80% I have divided into two blocks. The left column, that is the left frame set, the right column is the right frame set, and the bottom one is the bottom frame set. Okay, now uh, we stop it here regarding these frames. Now immediately we go for the top, because in these things first we are going for the top frame set. Okay, in the top what we do, I write HTML page and all things, it is the title, I give you the top frame. Here body, you see, whenever you are writing any HTML page, you can, without the cascading styles, it also you can provide the styles. For example, the body, I want the background color bg color is equal to light gray. So you can say, usually you are not using, okay, you remove this bg color is equal to light gray, by default it will come white. I want to give a color, you want to give a color, then you put it bg color stands for the background color, which is equal to what, the values, it will come under the double quotations, I have given light gray. So you can try for gray, you can try for sky blue, you can try for green, whatever the color you try. But you remember that whenever you are designing a website, don't go for the contrast color, because you have to go for some color which is nature friendly. For example, the sky color, it is not a contrast color, the grass, the ocean, all these colors that you can see it, it is the eye can tolerate, and there should be some tolerance for that one, that those are the things you have to remember. And the color combination makes a meaning, because when the viewers will be globally, so many people will be watching, you must have a clarity, and some understanding about the different colors combinations, right? That is by doing a number of things you can learn it from experience. There is no need to, otherwise you can see sample website also, there also you can learn. You see, go for standard summary for so Google, like that you can see what is the colors they are using, similar type of color which will not hamper your eye or retina, that you have to take care, right? Now I have been the, why, if I want to provide some property to the fonts inside or some to the background, then inside the body tag, body, before closing this one, you space bg color is equal to light gray, I put it here. Now I am putting a table. Why I am putting a table? If you see the topframe.com as a top frame.html, in the top we have created one page, some logo is there and some content is there, but in the bottom I divided into number of subparts, like the about this, that, and all things are there. Okay, now when I created table border is equal to 1 and width is equal to 100%, because it is spanning the entire width of this web page, right? Then if I am going for a table, the minimum things I already told you, that you have to create some rows. So I created tr, the first tr and closing tag tr, that I created one row. In this row what I am going to do, the th, the table header, first I create for 14%, and remaining 100 minus 14, what will the remaining is 86%, you can understand. Okay, so in the first 14%, th width is equal to 14%, I have written. You see, usually you are writing th, but while I want to give a property that width is equal to 14% style, that I create th space width is equal to 14%, and image source is equal to amazon.png, that I have downloaded from the website. You can write any logo or anything you want. Suppose you want to VBC logo, then you put it vbc.png or vbc.tif or vbc.jpg, whatever the file and what is their extension, that exactly you have to copy and save it in the folder where you are running or where you are putting these pages, and also the same path you have to put it here. Clear? Then width is equal to 100 and height is equal to 50. So I created the table header th and I closed the table header th, right? Then if you remember, it was 100%, and out of that I divided 14%, I put this image. The remaining 86%, there is no need to write. So what I am writing, th. So here I am giving some style, because usually I used to write amazon.com, that was enough for me, th and collision th, but it is coming by default very small font size, and by default the font type was also, family was also different. So what I did, I wanted to give some property. For that, what I did, P is for paragraph, space style. Style is equal to under double quotation, enter thing will be there. So what are the style I am putting? First I am putting color. Here color means the font color. Remember, if it is the background color, then you have to write BG color. So color is equal to blue I have written. If you remember, the color of the Amazon.com is blue, and it is separated by semicolon. Okay, so color colon blue semicolon font hyphen size is equal to 36 pixel. How you get 36? You make it 24, you make it 48, you see the size accordingly what is suitable for you. That is px stand for the pixel semicolon. Then the font family I have given Vardhana. You put times number, you want Arial, whatever you like to put it there. So up to this semicolon here, each are separated by semicolon, and entire thing is under the double quotations here. I told you that. And this p what you started here, I am closing this with greater than sign. Then I am closing this p tag here also, closing tag p. In between what to be displayed actually, that is Amazon.com, right? Where it is coming? It is appearing inside the header, because the first row I have divided into two header. First header was the PNG image, second in the Amazon.com. Okay, so if you confuse, you can see it here. First one is the Amazon.com, this is the logo, and the second part is the Amazon.com, that is the content what I am writing. Okay, so these are the things you have to understand, right? Then we close the tier, then close the table also. Now table, I create another table. Adjacent to that one table. Here I create a border is equal to 1 pixel, and width is equal to 100%, it is spanning 100%. I create a row because I want to create one row of things. What I created there, tr and all are the th. Here I am providing link. Why? If you remember, the first link it is coming home, second one is the login, third one is the register, fourth one is the catalog, and fifth one is the card. Suppose I want some other things, I want to put it there, like feedback, this, that, and all things. How many things you want, similar way you can put it there, right? Then what is the important here? If you remember, for creating a link, we are using the tag A. So th is for creating a header under this tr table row. So th opening tag, closing tag th. A is for creating tag, and I am going for this closing tag A. In between I am writing h reference, that is the reference where this page actually exists. I am writing right frame.html. This is the page I have to create, or I have already created. And target where you want to put it, it will be there in the R frame, because I already divided the entire frame into some different frames, and these frames it is coming in the R frame. Okay, uh, okay, target is equal to R frame, and here the name is home. In the similar way I can put it the login, registration, catalog, cart, all things I put it here. Then I close the tr, I close the table, close body, and close the HTML. Okay, now you are able to successfully create the first one is the Amazon hyphen or underscore bookstore.html, that is the first page, that is related to the frames. Second, you successfully completed the top frame.html. So here what the other things you have to remember, I am using one image here. What is that image? It is Amazon.png. Okay, so where is that image? So while you are seeing here, you can see Amazon.png, this file here I already downloaded from the website, and I saved it with the extension .png. Instead of png, suppose you are saving with jpg, then you have to write the same thing, Amazon.jpg, that is under double quotations. The same thing you have done it here, right? Now it's okay. This is the thing I have given, image source is equal to Amazon.png, with all the things are property I have given it there. So with this the top frame.html is over. Then if you remember, first we complete the top one, then immediately you have to go for the left frame. Okay, so what is the left frame? You see it here. In the left frame, same thing, I am starting with the HTML and closing with HTML. Head, inside the head I am writing title left frame, and body here I am giving the big background color is equal to light gray. If you remember, the top I have given light gray, and left hand side also I am giving light gray. And here I am putting a number of span, because I told you that the span is only for one line or one row or for some part of that one. So I am using h4, that is the header size h4, and I am putting some link also, a h reference about.html, and the target is wherever you want to put it here. Then about us, the first one. Similarly, the second one is the carrier, third one is the wish list, fourth one is the location, fifth one is the track order. This is not tag, this is track, track order, and this is the last one is the payment, and you can create so many things like that. Okay, so now what you have to do, we have to create these pages, that is about.html, carrier.html, wishlist.html, location.html, and track order.html, and finally payment.html. Okay, so these are the pages first you have to create, and these reference you put it here, and target is the R-frame. I am putting it here. You write it here. Okay, these names R-frame, L frame, actually these are in the left frame, so it doesn't make a difference because it is not affecting it, right? So we started with body, and I closed with the body also tag here, and and also because I started with HTML, that also end with HTML, and I save it. Okay, now three things we have completed. First one is the Amazon Amazon bookstore .html, that is the first one. Then we completed the top frame.html. Now we completed the right left frame.html. Then immediately we have to go for the right frame.html. Okay, now let us see the right frame.html. The right frame, by default it will be just like the home page, because while I go for this Amazon bookseller.html, by default what will appear, that is the web pages for that is the home pages for us. Okay, here it start with the tag HTML, close the tag HTML, and start with head, and closes with the head tag, and the title, because it is the right frame I am using, you can use the right frame. And inside the body, I am providing some style, like the BG color is equal to white, because I want to put it white. So suppose you want to put some other color, you can directly write, say I want to use cyan, I want to use light blue, I want to sky blue. Which color you want, you go on experimenting and you can use. Okay, then you can provide the paragraph P, and you, because I want to give some style here, style is equal to under the style, because entire thing will be under the double quotations. You see style, which is equal to started the double quotation, under the double quotation here. Here color is equal to blue, separated by semicolon. Font size is equal to 20 pixel, and font family is equal to Bardana. You can select of your choice, you are free to select. You go on trying, because nothing is going to, you are not going to lose, and nothing is going to happen to your system. Even if you go for 48 pixel, you can go for the whatever the Arial, Ferrell, whatever the font family you want. You try, yeah, and if you find it is odd, then they reduce it or go for other fonts. Then everything here, this data I collected from the net. That is, Amazon is guided by four principles. That is customer obsession. So these are the story you copy paste or you write. That is the different, because before designing the web pages, what are the contents you have to write, that you must make it ready, and it should be available in some Word file or some text file, right? So then I close the body, then I close the HTML. Okay, till now we have completed the top frame, we have completed the left frame, we have completed the right frame. Then what is the remaining frame? The remaining frame for us is the bottom frame. Okay, so the bottom frame, I double click it a bottom frame. Here you see, only thing is that I am providing copyright at amazon.com. Usually it is given like the in the form of copyright, or some designer who designed, or who are the owner, all the things it can be given there. Okay, so I write it the bottom frame with the title, and the body, I put it center, because I want to see it is in the center of this page only, that particular frame. Then I give a style here, P style is equal to color is equal to blue, I put it. Font size is equal to 16 pixel. Font family is equal to Bardana. This you try with 14 pixel, because by default 12 it will come. You want to see a little bolder and little bigger, then you can make it a little bigger, 16 pixel. You want the font type is equal to bold also, that you can write it bold, or all the things you are free to do, right? Then you started the center, because I want to display this content in the center of that particular frame. So that's why I'm using center, and because I used in the body, then I close this body, and because I started in the HTML page, then I close in the HTML page. Okay, now if you see, after running and after writing all things, your page is appearing like this. Here is about the home, those page I will explain. Now it is about us, career, which, so now you see the top one is the logo, then is the amazon.com, and here we created a number of one table, where one row is there, like home, login, register, catalog, and cart, and cart. And here also left hand side I have created some about us, career, wish list, location, track. I think it is not, yeah, it is, it is track, it's corrected here. So track, order, and payment, all things are there. On the bottom it is coming copyright at amazon.com 2020. Okay, so up to this we created the frame, we created all the important pages. Now whenever you talk about the home pages, so you have to go for this Amazon underscore bookstore dot html. Okay, there this content must be there. Okay, so there the folder I'll show you now. There this is the content I have written. So you come here, when you come to this Amazon, this one, you can see when you are clicking all the things, by default it is coming to uh, the right side, because in the right hand side whatever things you are clicking there, the entire content is displayed in the right hand side frame only. Okay, so what is the right hand side frame? If you see the right hand side frame, these are the things it is appearing. Amazon is guided by 4 principles: customer obsessions rather than competitions, focus, passion for inventions. The story you write it. Okay, so suppose you are writing about your institutions. What is your institutions? Who the founder, chairman? Who the god? Who is the god? All the story you can write it there. Now for that also I have given some style. You can observe here. I started a paragraph P and ended with a paragraph P here. In between I have given style. Color is equal to blue. Font size is equal to 20 pixel. Font family is equal to Vardhana, that I have given. See, if you are not providing any style also, by default it will come black, it will be Times New Roman, and by default it will be coming font size is equal to 12. So you want other than that, then only you need to provide a style. See, you are not providing any style doesn't mean that nothing will come. By default, the default things it will take, right? So this is the thing I have given for this. The first one, like the home page. Then suppose you see here, after the home page you go for the login page. Login page I will tell you afterwards, because anyway you can go for this login page also. In the login page you see we are having a label that is login, and we are having a text box like the login name, and then I am using a label like password, and I am having some text box like what is the password, because password should not be visible. Some star or some dot should appear. Then either you have to submit or reset. So submit and reset are two buttons. Submit means it will go for the validation and verification of all the things. If the password and the login matches, then we will be directed to another pages, or will be navigated to another pages. Suppose there is a mistake while typing the login and password, then you can reset it. Okay, suppose I reset it here, you can see the entire thing is gone. So in this way, so before going for this registration, before going for this login, you have to create a new link here, that is uh, for new user they can register, or are you a new user, you can register here. So by clicking there it will go to a registration page. Okay, so we will go for this login page, and parallelly also you see the registration page. In the registration page also, again I reset it here. So you are having some things here. The first label is username. What is the username? You have to decide. Suppose you are the user and your name is Gunamani. You write username is Gunamani. Suppose what is the password? Suppose you are going to give password hello 1 2 3 4 5 6. Whatever the password you like, you put it there and confirm the password there also. And the gender, what is your gender, male or female, that you write it there. Just you click it here with the radio button. Then your email ID. Suppose your email ID is G underscore Jana, ready, that you put it there. And address, what is your address, you type it here. And once you submit, this data will be saved in server, because that connectivity I have not given here. For that, what you need to do, either you can use the PHP MySQL or some databases where you can store all the things, because we are focusing on the static web page design. This is not the right time for discussing all these things. We will be definitely doing in the future videos. Okay, so now we have completed the home page, we have completed the login. I will show you the coding, registration. Then we go for the catalog. In the catalog, what do you mean by catalog? Catalog means what are the things available and which we are going to select. For example, I am going for two books. I am going for the book section of Amazon, because Amazon, it is just like the Amazon river, which is passing through several countries. So many forests, so many water bodies and all things there. That's why they named it. And a lot of things, everything is available in Amazon.com, and we are focusing on our Amazon book, that is the bookseller.com or something like that. So here I am selecting two books. One book is XML Bible. The author is some Winston, and publications is Willy. It is an international brand of publication, and the unit cost is $40. We add to the cart. Once you click it here, that means it is add to the cart, means you have selected, you have to pay for that one. So it definitely it will book for you. Similarly, I am going for the second book, that is artificial intelligence. It is not the two books are available. There are billions of millions of books are available, and so many items and so many quantities are available. I selected these things, and the cost will be by default displayed. You cannot decide the cost here. And add to the cart means you selected this only for your transactions, right? Then what you selected here, that will be displayed in the cart. Okay, in the cart you see XML Bible book is 40.5, that is the price, and quantity you are taking 1. So 40, the $40.5 into 1, it is coming $40.5. Similarly Java, you are the price is $35.5 and you are taking 2, so it is coming actually it should come 71. Okay, so I'll make a correction here. Instead of 35.5, I will make it 30.35.0, right? So our purpose will solve out. I'll do while you are working, I can do that one. So these are the things to be displayed here. Okay. Then in the about us, I have shown you this is about the thing about the career, what are the job opportunity and employment opportunity, and the wish list. The comparison of the prices, some sale will be there, that sale when the price is. So then you can see the location where international it is located. Then the track order, suppose the track is already shipped. So what is the status? It is there at Chennai, it is there at Mumbai, or it is already reached here, and or it is missing. All the things you can track it there. Then coming to the payment, I told you that payment we are not working in this. Then just I have given pay online and enjoy the product. But this is not the payment part. Payment part you have to select the mode of payment and the amount and the authentication password. So this is totally different, and this is the advanced concept I am not discussing right now, right? So now we go for the first part, that will go for the login. Okay, so I am opening the login page for you. Open with the Sublime Text. You see here, this is the minimum thing I have given you. If you go for the validation, it won't work, because validation I will do it separately in the static page. I am not going to teach you the validation, but in the next video I will be teaching you the validation, right? Now we start with the HTML page, because whatever things we are doing all are static pages, and ending with the HTML. Remember, even if you are making the dynamic, like your JavaScript you are using or PHP you are using, that also it can be embedded inside the HTML. So there is nothing to worry. Even if it is HTML sound static, but dynamic part also can be induced using the HTML page, right? So then here title is the login I am using. The body I am using BG color white, and the center form I am putting some space, and in this space. Then I am putting the in bold font. B stand for the bold. So I am writing the first one. The label is login. Here I am creating a form. So in this form I am writing input type is equal to text, and the name is equal to login. I am BR. I am giving two spaces. Okay, two line spacing I am giving. Then password, input type is equal to password. You see, here in the login I am giving input type is equal to text, but here password I am giving the input type is equal to password. Why? Because if you give the input type of type is equal to text, then everything is visible. But password is a secret thing, no? So you cannot make it public. That's why once you give input type is equal to password, anybody cannot trespass. It cannot see what you are typing. All it will appear in the form of star, on the star or dots. Okay. Then name also password. Here also you go for this BR, and two line break I am putting it there. Then input type is equal to submit, value is equal to submit. I am creating a button, and here input type is equal to reset, and value is equal to reset. So like that I started with a form and closed with a form, because all the things you can create using the form. Because I wanted it to appear in the center, so I put it the center here, and this is started with the body one here, body here. So I close the body, and it started with the HTML. I still ended with the HTML, right? Now you have done the login page, and I told you that this is the basic and very fundamental, and for the advanced you have to go for the validation, either using JavaScript or PHP. That I am not discussing right now, right? Now up to this you studied all the things. Then immediately you are going for the registration. Okay, or register I have written actually. So in the register I open with Sublime. Let us see what is there. So now it is also a purely HTML page. So if you are a new user, then you have to go for this registration here, right? So now I use the font size is equal to 3, because I have to create another form also here. Also I started with the tag form. I am closing with the tag form here, and because I want what I am typing it here as it is, it should appear. So I am using the tag PRE. It is prefixed, so you cannot change it. So username is the label, input type is equal to text, and maximum length I am putting 15, and the size is equal to 25. So what are the meaning of these things? Because say suppose somebody in the name of username want to write some one paragraph. Is it allowed to write one paragraph as the username? So I put a limit for that one, that is the maximum length is equal to 15. You cannot go 16th letter, it will not show. Then size means the width of that one I am putting it 15, 25. Similarly, password input type is equal to password, maximum length I am putting 15 also, size is equal to 25. So the confirm password, the same thing it will be there, type is equal to password and maximum length is equal to 15, size is equal to 25. Then gender, because the input type is equal to radio, these are the radio buttons, and name is equal to something you write A, B, C, D like that, you can write it male, and close the input, and input type is equal to radio, name is equal to, because all the things coming under the same radio, so you have to write both the names same, A male and second one is the female also. Sometimes some people are also like neutral gender or something that, usually that is not the general case, so you can go for either male or female. Then you close this input here. Then email ID input type is equal to text. Input for email ID also you can write text, and maximum length is equal to 15 and size is equal to 25. Address, it cannot be the text, it is the text areas, because address cannot be one line or one sentence, it can be a number of lines. So in that, instead of text you can write the text area and close with the text area. Here I am provided maximum rows is equal to 5 and columns I have given 30. So that also you can define, just like a rectangular you are using what is the height and width. Similar way, the rows is actually the width, and columns is the columns is the width and rows is the height. So in this way you can also create, right? Then input type is equal to submit. I have given a button submit, and also input type is equal to reset. Suppose you do a mistake while you are typing, then you can reset it. Okay. So this is all about the registration form. Then immediately we will be going for because I have shown you what is the login. Login I have not shown you. Login I have shown login there, and registration is also there. Then let us see to our website what is the next one. Then is the catalog and the cart. Okay. So immediately we go for the catalog. Okay. In the catalog, here is the catalog form. In this catalog form, it is also one HTML page, head, you can write it is a catalog form, title is catalog. And you see there is a small mistake here, the title is also coming under the head, title and head both are not separate, title also coming under, so you got Control X, and after the title just enter and Control V, so this is the head. Okay. Then body BG color is equal to white. I create a form here and I create a table. Border is equal to 1 and width is equal to 60%. Why I am giving 60%? Because data is less, and if you cover the entire area, no, so big table and small data, for like you carry a big bag and you carry only 10 rupees purchase the things, so it looks odd. So then under this table you create TR is one row, and you close the TR here. What I am putting it here, in that catalog, if you remember, I am putting some image, then I am writing some description about that one. So what is the image I put it? I thought that Willy is one of the publications. So I have taken a logo from that willy.png. Where you get it, you download from the net. I have downloaded, I have given source is equal to this one. And remember, whatever the image files you are giving, what is the extension you have to remember, and all these images file must be available in that folder where your program exists. Otherwise it will be difficult for you. Otherwise each and every time you have to provide the path. And width I have given 70 and height is equal to 40. So this is the thing, it is coming on the table data TD, because table header already something I have written. Similarly, table data, another thing is book, that is the XML Bible. XML you can write space Bible. Then we are author name is equal to Winston and publication is Willy. This is the TD. Similarly, create another TD where the price is equal to $40.5. You are providing space here. Input type is equal to what? All the things I put it here, right? Similarly, second one, the author, second one, the image is equal to Princeton.png. So this also similar way I have downloaded, and I put it there. You see, here input type, when you add to cart, because at the end you can see something I am writing add to cart. Add to cart means what? It is also a button. So once you click here, it is going somewhere, it is value stored. Okay. So input type is equal to button, value is equal to add to cart, that is coming on the TD in one row, all the data is coming. And the second data, image source is equal to Princeton.png, width 70, height is equal to 40. and the second data is equal to book is equal to AI, artificial intelligence. Similarly, I am giving a line break, and author is equal to S. Russell. It is one of the good book, international branded. Then the publication is Princeton Hall, and the dollar and the TD is equal to 63, $63. All the things I have given it here, right? So then I put the bottom same thing add to the cart. I started with the TR, I closed with the TR. I started with the table, close the tag table. Started with the form tag, close the form tag. Before the form, I started with the body tag, close with the body tag. And initially we started with the HTML tag, then close the HTML tag. Okay, so like this I have created the catalog.html. Then the remaining is that only cart. Okay, so if you remember, okay, we directly open it here because I can search it here. So file open, and you go for the cart is here. Okay, double click there, it will be opening. Now in this cart, you can see it is also HTML file, head and title. You see, this is a mistake is there. It is running, there is no issue, but it is not the good practice. Control X. So after the title you can put the head. Okay, closing tag head. Then body, table width have given 50%, align left. Why I am giving the align left? If you put it all the center, no, then book name will be going towards the right side, and the name will be there to left side. It will find it looking very odd. Okay, so align is equal to left in the T table header, because you see, first I created a table, width is equal to 50%. You can make it 100%. You see the difference, and gradually reduce. You'll find when you are putting 50%, it looks nice. And under the table I created a row, that is the TR. What are the things I have given? First is the table header. First I have given the align is equal to left and book name first, then is the price, third one is the quantity, and fourth one is the amount, right? So all the things it is coming on the header. It is just like the attribute, there is no value here. Similarly, while I am coming the table, because again I create a row. In this row I create some data TD, align is equal to left, and XML Bible, this is the book, and the here it is the align is equal to center, remaining all are align center, and the price is equal to $40, $40.5, and taking one piece, $40.5 is there. Okay, and here some mistake was there. I told that I will be correcting. Here instead of 30.5, you make a correction here. You can make it 35.0, right? 30, because 35.0 into 2, that will be $70. It is okay. Then close the TR. Again you start TR. You see, I am putting 2 TD. Why? Because if you minutely observe that table, the last one, while I am going for the totaling, 2 table data is blank. Then it is writing the total amount and what is the exact amount it is writing, right? For that reason, you put TD blank, TD blank. Then again you put the TH, and the table header, the total amount, and T data, that is the align center, and what is the total cost of these things. By adding it is coming this time, right? So this is all about the cart. So what is the top rows I have shown you? All the programming I have already shown you. Then we'll go to this one. I'll show about the about us and carrier, wish list, and all things. These are simple things what you need to do, because already you created link, and you have to create now the HTML page. So you write about.html, carrier.html, wish.html, location.html, track.html, and payment.html. I show you one example, and the remaining you can do. Okay, so now suppose I go for this about.html. In this about.html, right click and open with the Sublime, because I am using Sublime. Here this data I have collected from the internet. So just go to the Amazon website and collect some, because just you see, it is a plain HTML page. The title no need to write, you can write the my home page whatever you write. Then inside the body, what the content you want to write it here. Okay, because I want to give some style. If you are not providing any style, by default it will be 12 font size, and Times New Roman, and the color will be black. But I intentionally want to put it blue color. Font size is equal to 20 pixel, it will be bigger, and font family is Bardana. Okay, and this I want to apply to only the first paragraph. So I started the paragraph here, I close the paragraph here, and I give a line break. The remaining just I put some division, and because I already told you that the div tag we are using for creating a block, because I am not using any property. You can see normally there is no difference, but this is the first part, that is the about the HTML page, that you can check it, right? So how I told you, same thing also it is there. For other things also you can do it. And if you finally assemble all things and run, the things will there. The about us, I told you that this is the color I am giving, blue color and little bigger, it is appearing like this. The remaining by default color it will be black, and this font size it will be appearing like this, right? Similarly, while I am going for the carrier, the carrier I already converted into blue, and the same font size I have given and font type I have given, font family, so it is coming little bigger and it is color is blue, like this. Similarly, for the location, if you are interested, you click it here and you can see the by default it has taken Bangalore, India at Karnataka. It is the location, the Amazon Web Service Cloud one hub is there in India, and remaining at China, Germany, no, South Africa, Texas, USA, Ireland, Virginia. There are 11 or 12 like that. Only 3 4 apps on it here. Then you can go for the track order. The track order also only some information I have given, because actual tracking is in its dynamic programming. Then payment also I have done in only simple pay online and enjoy the product. That's all. Okay. So now the entire thing I have explained you. I hope with this you will be very comfortable creating a similar type of web page. And you remember that here I am not going for any dynamic, even if the JavaScript also I am not using. Okay, because till now we do not know JavaScript. So once we learn JavaScript, then I'll try to make some use some scripting language to make the page dynamic. And at the later on stage, we'll try to have some database and make some database connected and make the system dynamic. Okay, with this I wish you all the best, and take care of your health, and prepare for your exam also. Thank you for watching this video. Until we meet again for the with the second video. Goodbye.